Be creative, take hold of creation, use your imagination and expand your plant collection. Hi, I'm Sean and I'm the team leader and front-end programmer for Under the Sun Studios. Entwine is all about planting, growing, splicing and selling plants. You play the game through the eyes of a child and are making your own version of a garden. The game is aimed at female audience between 17 and 25 years old who live in an urban environment who would like to own a garden. The game will be developed in Unity for the Android platform. We plan to release the game for the Google Play Store and secondary Android stores such as the Amazon App Store. One of Entwine's unique selling points is the ability to combine two plants to get a new unique plant. We call this process splicing, and one of its components is a minigame. The splicing minigame involves collecting plant DNA in the correct segments. You can do this by spinning the wheel to the right position as the DNA hits the wheel. When the wheel has enough DNA, the minigame will end.
Hi, I'm Jamie. I'm going to be the back-end developer for the game.
We will be developing the game with the Unity 2D engine. It allows great flexibility. Most of the art assets of the game will be modular, which means less art assets will need to be drawn and animated.
Because we're using Unity, we can compile the game for multiple platforms with no changes to the code. This will allow us to easily branch out from Android onto platforms such as iOS and most popular web browsers. With our game, you'll be able to save your data onto your device so you can continue playing later where you left off. And also, if you sign into the app, you can then sync your progress as well and then pick it up when you get home.
Hi, my name's Jake and I'll be doing all of the sound assets for the game. I'll be doing the sound effects as well as original compositions. The compositions themselves will be done using industry standard plugins and sample libraries. The instrumentation is going to complement the aesthetic as well, so in order to keep in the theme with children, I'm going to be using instruments like music boxes, xylophones, things commonly associated with more childlike sounds. By doing that, I hope to actually reinforce the artistic assets that will be drawn by Marie.
Hi, I'm Maria and I'm the lead 2D artist for Entwine.
And I'm Chris and I'll be the system designer and secondary artist for Entwine.
My job as the lead 2D artist is to create the backgrounds, characters and plant elements that the player will interact with in the game. The backgrounds and characters will be created in Adobe Photoshop due to the amount of high detail that is required, while the plants will be created using a vector-based program like Adobe Illustrator or Mischief. The art style we have chosen for our game is one that will appeal to our target audience. It's going to be cartoony and colorful, trying to evoke a sense of both calm and experimentation.
In my role as the system designer, I'll choose the plants that the player will have access to, make sure they're varied, memorable, and the combinations that he makes out of them are unique. As the secondary artist, I'll be designing the user interface, user experience, clean up the animations and make sure that they run smoothly. As a player, your goal is to grow all the plants and combinations available in the game. Plants are divided into 3 tiers. Tier 1 plants are basic plants such as tomatoes, cucumbers and courgettes. Tier 2 plants are combinations of these. Then you have Tier 3 plants which you can gain by combining a Tier 2 plant with a Tier 1 plant. Each player gets their own garden. They'll need to plant seeds, water them, and once the plants have sprouted, they'll have 2 choices. They can either wait for the plants to mature in real time, or the player can tap on the plants and have them grow faster. Once the plants have matured, the player can either sell them for their base value or splice 2 of them together in order to get a higher tier, unique, better selling plant. With the money that you'll earn from selling plants, you will have access to our in-game shop where you'll be able to buy more seeds, tools to help you with your gardening, and customizable upgrades for both your plants and your garden. Our game will be connected through Facebook. Players can visit their friends and interact with their gardens in 2 ways. If they choose to interact positively, they will receive 1 Tier 1 seed. If they interact negatively with their friends' gardens, they will receive a mystery seed. The mystery seed can either sprout into a Tier 2 plant or into a plant-eating plant, which will incapacitate nearby plants for a period of time.
The development plan has been split into 4 2-week periods with 1 week kept as contingency. Each 2 weeks represent a development cycle with the game reaching minimum viable product in the first 2 weeks. Using the Agile management system allows us to work in small individual sprints. Each week is going to be split into 6 development days, with 1 day kept for play tests and feedback, with the Agile development system allowing for quick iterations and modifications.
Between the 5 of us, we believe we have the necessary experience and skills to deliver this project and offer the players an enjoyable gameplay experience. Thank you for listening, and we hope to hear from you soon.